Frank by Nick West. West, a top goal scorer, coming back that time and saving some danger. It's actually the leading scorer in the country at D3 was West. Scored in 15 straight games. One better than the current Joseph Martinez streak. Played at Messiah College. 30 goals in a season for Nick. Wanzimo Francisco, the Angolan center back, goes over and knocks that one out. Here comes Yates. He checks in, plays it back. Appreciate everybody from Life University. Some late notice here about 72 hours ago. We learned we were playing at this field, a beautiful field, right in Marietta, Georgia. Off South Cobb Drive, Cobb Parkway. About a half a mile in. Very private seeming university. 0-2 with a step over. The Ghanaian plays it wide. Atlanta better possession. Little attack here played out. First corner for the Atlanta Soccer Club. Three players out of the box. Well, Jeffrey O2 actually hanging out as well. The rest inside. Yang in front of the keeper with that big body. Low line drive. Headed away. Atlanta looking to play quick. They do. O2 going backwards. Well done. Here's Alex. Transition attempt right here. Jalen Brown with some numbers. And a good job defensively. Here's Bell. You just see the creative flair from Jeffrey O2. Great technical ability. Here's Suma. Plays to feet to Sadie. O2. Good turn from Jeffrey. Not enough on that one as Marcel Berry from Charlottesville able to steal a Player of the Year in Virginia, the Gatorade Player of the Year. If you don't know that Matthews, North Carolina used to be called Stumptown. Why Stumptown? Well, called that because of all the trees cut down in its early years. Matthews established in 1879, so that's why it's a part of the visitors. Going across the 18, plays it back. Cross, too close, and no problem at all for Bell. Jordan Bell, the 27-year-old, Upper Iowa University in Division II, tore his ACL in his final college match. Just came here a week or so, 2 weeks ago, called this, his life became organized chaos. Coming in here, immediately playing on the team. And that's laid out by Robertson. Another corner on the other side. Described it as well as a whirlwind. And gave a lot of credit to his development from a former coach, Mark McKeever, called him a father figure. Coach Jordan, they coached together at Young Harris. Spoke glowingly about Mark McKeever. So 11th minute, 0-0, left-footed in swinger. Much better the last 3 or 4 minutes here from Atlanta. Appreciate you joining us here on the Atlanta SC Network. I'm Mike Cujo. I'm Justin Hanover. Jason Higgins, Isabel Higgins doing some great stuff. Josh Jackless and Stephanie McCard on the cameras. And Kent Maxey. Yeoman's work to everybody early on trying to put this together. Some good speed coming back. Unlucky to create the foul. But you see what William Yang can do. William out of Cameroon. Played a lot, though, in Florida. Chance on this right side. Trouble brewing. And Stumptown Athletic gets on the board. Atlanta caught napping. And Jalen Brown able to put it in. Defending broke down. You saw Jalen all alone on that right side. Really not much that Jordan Bell could do in goal. And Atlanta had a little momentum. Let's see how they pick it up with this 1-0 deficit. Dispossessed. Alex Frank able to recover. Spoken a lot about Alex already. Comes from Grenoble, France. Grew up in the Monaco Academy. Played on the Houston Dutch Lions at NPSL play. Prince AD dispossessed. Again, the guys just don't know each other's movements. It's as simple as that. It's going to take time to grow with each other. Here's George. Sadie, 0-2. Jeffrey trying to get around. And very well done. Dispossessing him was Tate Robertson. Frank now. Missed kick there from Sharif. Then a giveaway at midfield. Here comes the Prince. Looks to play to feet. Mali Karpe on his first pro contract. One of the many Liberians in this franchise. Commits that foul. Went to Waylon Baptist. Won a national title in 2017. We approach minute number 15. 1-0 Stumptown Athletic. Oh, and Alex Frank gets a boot right up in his thigh. Drew Yates doing the damage. And we have the first card of Stumptown Athletics' career. So Yates in the book in minute number 15. I mentioned earlier about the coach Steffens was recently an assistant coach with the Charlotte Lady Eagles last season. Said it was tough to leave there as he loved it. Said there's no pressure as an assistant coach. It's the best thing in the world. But he wanted to get back to running a team. Couldn't pass up the opportunity that Casey Carr presented him, the president and general manager. Casey played at DePaul. It's actually an all-freshman in Conference USA. Appreciate Casey and Cynthia and Stumptown Athletic providing us with some great information on the guys. In the beginning of this league, it's tough to get information, obviously. More and more will come out, but early on in this first match here, needed the assistance. Here's the goal scorer, Brown. Plays it wide. Looking dangerous again. Good ball across. And that is saved in. No, it's not. Not the widest of fields, not the longest of fields. So we're seeing a lot of transition end-to-end action. Whole lot of competition on the goalkeeper front with Atlanta. Jordan Bell is there. Bryce Billington, who's been with Atlanta for years and years, including the NASL version with Silverbacks FC. Bryce was there with CJ Cochran and the Haitian goalkeeper and Stuart Seuss. As a young 19-year-old, he's in the mix. And Waleed as well. You may remember Waleed, nicknamed The Wall, out in Texas playing some NPSL action. Transition attempt. Here comes Prince AD. And a good job just getting a touch on it was Campbell. A lot of green grass ahead. Yates calmly plays it back to Brown, and they'll reset. I mentioned Waleed, who's one of the backup keepers, National Goalkeeper of the Week last year, a Golden Glove in the Heartland Conference, 7 straight clean sheets. Him and Bryce are really pushing Jordan Bell. Played with Little Rock. Went to the quarterfinals of NPSL play a couple of years ago and fell to the eventual champions in Miami FC. We'll see Miami FC coming up in a week. Or a couple of weeks, I should say. Sadie not getting the position. Here's Jalen Brown. Big switch potentially. Robertson on it. The Atlanta coaching staff yelling, hold the line. I hear the former player, former captain, and Abdul Bangura, who's now coaching. Oh, and going down on that play. The captain and Suma holding his leg. Sharif, one of the toughest guys you'll know. Had a stroke a year and a half ago. Came back within 3 or 4 months. Unbelievable story. 33 years old, the grizzled veteran. Referee Zhelyevskov says to play. They'll lay it on this far side. Shot from distance, blocked, and Brown corrals it in. Minute number 20, 1-0 Stumptown Athletic. Jalen Brown, the goal scorer, as he beat the keeper for Atlanta in Bell in minute number 12. Now the attack down the left side. And they'll get Francisco. Set piece upcoming, right around 35 yards out. Sending some of the big boys in the box. Atlanta holds the line, heels right on the 18. You see Gabriel Silva, the Brazilian defender, in there. But there's Suma heading it away. Left foot shot, well wide. The Eastern Conference, if you don't know, here in NISA, consisting of these 2 teams, Atlanta and Stumptown Athletic, along with Miami FC, the back-to-back NPSL champions, and the Philadelphia Fury. Meanwhile, in the West Coast, they've all played some matches. The Oakland Roots, we saw Jack McInerney's phenomenal hat trick, former Philadelphia Union player, in that 3-3 opening match draw. What a great contest that was, and what phenomenal fans the Roots have developed there. Cal United Strikers, LA Force, and how about 1904 FC? With a win, thousands of fans last night, I believe. Real good start to the National Independent Soccer Association. Suma defended by Brown, shields him off, plays it back. There's Koloko. Long switch. He looks for Molly. Koloko plays to feet. Good ball. Here's the Prince. Sadie with some speed. Prince Sadie. And a goal kick called in the end, much to the chagrin of the Atlanta faithful. But you see what Prince Sadie can do. He came here a couple of months ago, played on Atlanta SC, unfortunately was injured in his second appearance after scoring 2 goals against the Georgia Revolution. And then he was out for the next month and a half, and he came back right at the tail end of the NPSL season. But you saw the glimpses. You saw what Prince Sadie can do, and as the president and GM Fode Dalla said, he's a special player. Another one of the Liberians grew up in Monrovia, played on an amateur team here in Portland, just came here about a year ago. Here's Brown on this near side, gets past George. Well done by Ricardo. Now a little bit of room here for 0-2. Not sure what happened there as Jeffrey flubbed it a little bit. Well defended by Alex Frank in the midfield. Alex with a master's degree in business. And Atlanta with a set piece, I believe. Yes, upcoming. I mentioned Frank. He has a tattoo that says, "More than a game, a way of life," referring to soccer. And also after France won the World Cup, since they won it in Russia, he's got a tattoo that says "Champions" in Russian. Does Alex Frank. So we reached the midway mark here in the opening half. 1-0 Stumptown Athletic. Appreciate you joining us here on my Cuju. Sponsored as always by A+ Sports in Alpharetta, a phenomenal training ground. Fode Dalla and friends. Left-footed free kick from 35. Still in possession. 0-2. Here's Benamna now on this left side. We saw him on the other side earlier. Donald has some speed, looking to get around that end. And he gets taken down right outside the box. Speed certainly kills, and it did right there. I think that's David Koloko. Let's see if he gets a little card. Just a talking to, it looks like. A lot of peach in that box. Only Prince Sadie out of it. So 10 defenders. Looks like a 2-man wall. Looking for another is Stumptown. Played across. And saved by Bell. And shot wide. What a save by Jordan Bell. Are you kidding me? Point blank range from the 6. Big time save. The 27-year-old maybe saving this match. I mentioned Atlanta coming up will play a home-and-home with the Philadelphia Fury on the 21st and 28th. Stumptown Athletic, well, they'll get Miami FC, probably the most polished team, at least on the East Coast. If you're going to deem a team a favorite, Miami FC, one would think, would be that, as they've played together for years, won trophies for years. Ricardo Silva has it going on down in South Beach. As they play it out, an injured Stumptown Athletic defender. Make sure you stay with us post-match. We'll have some reaction from some of the Atlanta Soccer Club players. We'll name a man of the match with a save like that. Jordan Bell right now. Wow. Both teams getting a little hydration there. Well, I guess we're having a hydration break. Well, not an official one at least. It's been so hot here in Atlanta. We've had 2 hydration breaks a half on some weekends. Coach, my daughter, the young girls are just overheating like crazy out there. 95, 97 degrees throughout these days. So Atlanta plays it back to Stumptown Athletic, and we resume. Robertson goes long. Not a bad ball at all. Just a little bit heavy. Tough ball to track down, but well done. As you see, Nick West. Nick from East Hampton. Beautiful Hamptons up in New York. Stumptown Athletic continues to basically play one forward, giving Atlanta up to about their third of the pitch. And then Benamna. Brown gets a little knock, and Ricardo George will get a little talking to. Ricardo played in Lehigh Valley in the PDL. He's the jokester on the team, and I asked him about it. Why do you do that? What's the deal with that? And he had a great quote, phenomenal quote. He says, "You never know what somebody else is going through. So I want to give him a little bit of levity in effect," he says. Very direct ball, nothing doing. David Coloco on it. Line drive midfield. 0-2 with some room. Looking to play direct. Minute number 30. 1-0 Stumptown Athletic on top. I think both teams will be semi-pleased. Certainly the visitors, they've gotten the goal. They've looked good. Now attacking on the side that produced the goal earlier. You saw that overlapping run from Marcel Berry. Suma tries to clear, does not. Still in possession is Nick West. George, little toe poke. Again, just not enough as Berry wins it. Eyang's been quiet up top. Scored a lot of goals in NPSL play. Down in Florida has William. Played some pro soccer in Sweden as well. Again, trying to pepper this right side on Ricardo George. Crossed in, headed away. Good look here of Molly Carpa. You see number 11. Played with Reading and the Philadelphia Lone Stars. Atlanta's back line comes up. Doing a lot of attacking on this right side. Good communication that time by the home side. They stepped up, took away the space in the middle of the field, forced the long ball, which produced nothing. Ball stays in and given away there by Molly. Stumptown Athletic very comfortable with their midfield, playing it back and just resetting. We've seen that on numerous occasions. Here's Berry. Brown. And he gets a knock from Carpa. So far, the team with the extra practice time that's able to train more has looked the part. Michael Binns played for the Jamaican national and youth and senior team. Good ball curving in, headed away by Sharif. Binns on the 2017 CONCACAF Gold Cup. Played in. Jordan Bell over, headed away. And headed out, and a lot of bodies in that goal. Lots of contact going on. I think Jordan Bell upset. A lot of guys sort of went after him, didn't give him room to punch that ball. There's virtual carnage on the field in that goal. Stumptown Athletic giving 5% of their proceeds to their home ticket sales to a really good organization. 24 Foundation, founded by Spencer Luters, a former South Carolina Gamecock goalkeeper. Tried out for the team this year at age 48. A great story. And they gave him a 24-hour contract. And very clever during the announcement, he said he's going to retire tomorrow. So well done there. It's a fundraiser to support cancer navigation and survival programs. He donated his one-day salary as well, did Spencer. So good stuff from a class organization in the early going, Casey Carr and Company. Check it out, 24 Foundation. You certainly see the physical nature of this one. 36 minutes in. A lot of guys getting knocks. As again, just Benamna. He's the only forward up there with any kind of pressure, but he's a good 35 yards out. Frank looks to go long. Line drive. Here's Alex, good touch. O2, blocked away by Brown. Jeffrey, very strong. Look at the Ghanaian. Low center of gravity. Here's O2 again on that strong left. Goes with his right. Headed backwards into the box. Eyang on it, turns left foot blocked. And in the end, the keeper able to corral it in. Not a bad opportunity, though, and you see the strength up top again by William. William scored a couple of goals last year in NPSL play against the Jacksonville Armada. Caught the eye of the president, Nathan Walter of Jacksonville. He made a phone call, and long story short, that's how William is here. Scored a ton of goals, though, in NPSL play. A lot of balls not getting through. It's a heavy turf. I felt this turf before the match. Very heavy. Not one of those you can just fly on a carpet. There's a lot of sort of bouncing around. Played into the corner here. Atlanta looking to try and level. Minute number 38. Trailing 1-0. Played in the box. Oh, and there's the turf monster. O2 doing enough to slow down the momentum of Stumptown Athletic. Eyang showing the wheels along with that strength. Little press. Could lead to a giveaway. Oh, and the slide tackle. Well done on that left side. Atlanta had a little bit of a chance. A little bit of a crack. If that wasn't played out of bounds by Gabriel Silva. Looks like the first substitution is Ricardo George is about to step off in minute number 39. Again, this is not NPSL play. 3 substitutions, and Atlanta's about to use 2 of them. As the big man, Austin Rainey, is going to come in. Very interesting here. In the first half, as we'll see Rainey and Nazim Bartman, the South African. Played in the first division in South Africa, did Zemo. Drafted by Vancouver MLS in the 4th round. Long shot, well saved. And Tasca able to do enough there to keep the visitors up a goal. Austin Rainey, meanwhile, comes from right around here. Warner Robins, about an hour and a half ride, right around Macon. There's Austin. Phenomenal story. He's been here for a couple of years. I equate him to a walk-on in college. Wasn't expect really to do much. Was very happy just to make Silverbacks FC a couple of years ago. Wound up becoming a key cog that year due to injuries and his high-quality play. And last year may have been the best player for the entire season on Atlanta SC. Just grown into that role. Here's Brown again on this right side, working on Suma. Sharif coming back, plays it back to Rainey. Oh no, and there's trouble. And there are the issues of just not playing together, rearing its ugly head for Atlanta. So it's 2-0 Stumptown on top. And just a couple of defensive breakdowns that'll need to be cleaned up. So Atlanta's digging themselves a hole here in match day 1. Speed down that side, played across and blocked away. Minute number 41 produced goal number 2 for Stumptown Athletic. Atlanta would love to pull one back here before the break. Long, lofting ball. The captain looking for somebody, so 2 checks in. That goal officially credited to Drew Yates. So it's been Brown and Yates as the goal scorers. And here is Jalen. Takes a little push from 0-2. I mentioned Bartman earlier. Nazim did. He played at Tyler College, South Florida Bulls. But you may remember, you may be familiar with Tyler College and somebody on formerly the Atlanta Silverbacks FC and the great Mohamed Kamara, Keka, who's now playing with the LA Galaxy 2. Played in Germany, the second division last year. Zemo played at that same school, Tyler College in Texas. As the sun starts going down here, and it may cool some conditions. Alex yelling for his teammates. Movement, come on. He's got nobody checking in, so he just had the option to play back to Koloko. Here's Austin. Carlisle, lofting ball, not a bad ball, in the box, a chance, left foot just goes wide. Carlisle with a very well-placed ball, and Atlanta with a good semblance of an attack. Zemo involved in that, Prince Sadie involved, as we enter minute number 45 here in Marietta, Georgia. Referee Zhelyazkov blows the whistle, says let's go. By the way, AR1 tonight, Kyle Johnston. AR2, Kevin Hewitt. And your fourth official, Amin Hadzik. See what kind of adjustments Atlanta makes if they try and push some more numbers forward here in the second half. As we're moments away from that halftime whistle. Just been a couple of defensive lapses. Good little clever 1-2. Carlisle. Oh, and well defended. Very well done. Was that Robertson? I believe it was. Koloko knocks it off of Yates. Atlanta throwing as we are officially in some added time here in half number 1. Probably won't be that much. Maybe a minute or two. 2-0 Stumptown Athletic. Oh, look at that little back heel leads to a break. Saved by the Prince. Here's Sadie, 1v1, establishing himself. Left foot. Turns it back. Right foot probably at time. Right foot across. And a corner kick, I believe. I don't think when the Prince had that initial fake, he realized how much time he had. Could have taken a couple of steps in closer and had a whack at it. Played it across, in the end a corner kick. Maybe the final play here of the opening half. Stumptown Athletics going to put everybody back in the box. Sensing time growing short. Left-footed, hard ball played in, headed out. Coloco from distance, headed! Offside flag goes up, however. And that'll do it for the opening half. So a couple of miscues in the back by Atlanta. And their first NISA match has them trailing 2-0 against a real confident and competent Stumptown Athletic side. It was Jalen Brown in the 12th. And then Yates in the 41st on that mistake. And Drew Yates made Atlanta SC pay for it. So they'll head to the locker rooms. We'll take a break. We'll be back in around 15 or so minutes. But Stumptown Athletic with a 2-0 lead here at halftime. Moments away from second half action, Stumptown Athletic with a 2-0 lead over the Atlanta Soccer Club. Jalen Brown in minute number 12. And then Drew Yates on a mistake in the back gives the visitors a 2-0 lead in minute number 41. And appreciate you joining us here on Mike Cucciu. I'm Justin Hanover in the first East Coast match in the National Independent Soccer Association. In the blue kits, first possession will be Stumptown Athletic. Just talking to a lot of people with Atlanta in the break here, Fode Dalla and others. Just having a great time despite the scoreline. Just so happy that this has come to fruition. The team's on the field. Everything is peachy, even though it's a 2-0 disadvantage. Do not see any substitutions. We'll look a little bit further. As Francisco backtracks and wins it, and then gives it away. There's Alex Frank. Sadie, 0-2. Atlanta showed glimpses. Just a couple of mistakes in the back have done them in thus far. Very well done there by Tate Robertson. Give a lot of credit to Coach Steffens. Stumptown Athletic, only a month to train, very well prepared. You see a lot of their overlapping runs. Everybody's got a plan on the same page. Atlanta, not so much, but again, it's only been about a week of training for Atlanta SC. Not much you can do in that regard, really, in terms of getting to know each other. But it's a process. Rome was not built in a day. Atlanta with a corner kick. There's Nazim. He'll give away. Left-footed corner. Headed. Oh, just a bit high by Alex. The three in the back still for Atlanta. Rainey, Koloko, Sharif Suma. And you also have big number 13 and Wanzimo Francisco, the Angolan. So Atlanta looks to be playing some semblance of a 4-4-2. And Koloko whistled for that foul. Remember, he had one in the corner as well. Backtracking. Not up to persistent infringement just yet, I don't think. But Koloko's got to be careful. Here's Sadie. Prince looks for Zemo. Nazim on this right side. Looks to get around the corner. Good cross. Almost found Carlisle in the end, but it did not. Match presented by A+ Sports in Alpharetta. Make sure you check them out online. A+ Sports, a professional training ground for anybody, a young kid, an adult. A+ Sports in Alpharetta, a new wave training facility. Francisco trying to get back on it. Good cross! And that's the third. Stumptown Athletic making some magic on this near side. And that's headed down and in. A well-earned goal that time. Not a mistake, really, by Atlanta. And now firing on all cylinders in minute number 49. The boys from Matthews, North Carolina, very excited right now. As I believe that was Michael Binns. Brown, Yates, and Binns, three of the key cogs on this Stumptown Athletic team. The most decorated of sorts. Sadie lines one up, plays it across. Yang can't come with it. And now a transition opportunity. Here's Jalen Brown. Atlanta looking to press. Carlisle. Little 1-2. That's the example that they just won't have it. Guys have not played together at all. Not gelled, not knowing where they're going. They attempted that 1-2. Long left-footed shot. Jordan Bell, the keeper, yelling some expletives in there, saying don't let him run by you. And Zemo with some hustle. Very calm in the back again. Back four has done a nice job here for Stumptown. Trouble brewing as they look for a fourth now. Played back. What a save again! Look at Bell. 3v2 situation. Bell coming out, making himself big. That's a clever ball. Atlanta looking to pull one back. In the box. Chance laid back and diving out was Vincent Teska. 18 shutouts at Wilmington University, a Philadelphia background for Vincent. All-American GACC Goalkeeper of the Year. We enter minute number 51, 3-0, visitors on top. A well-organized unit right now, the boys in, I guess we'll call them blue and white. Both teams giving it away errantly. Oh, Sadie sort of unlucky. He was just running straight, and you saw Marcel in the end get taken down. Barry went to William and Mary. Very fine school up in, I believe, Virginia. Teska's going long. Love what Jeffrey O'Too's doing tonight. He's gotten himself fit. Had a few extra pounds on him a few weeks ago. He's really done a nice job to get fit of late. Suma. Here's Brown now as they look to attack. Bonamna is a handful. You see the speed that David has up top. Or Donald, pardon me. O'Too wants the call, does not get it. Once again, we appreciate everybody here at Life University on Lupo Field. Short notice, about 72 hours ago, we were given access to this beautiful pitch in Marietta, Georgia. World-class rugby program. If you don't know about the Life Rugby program, it's a chiropractic university, but they have an amazing rugby program that plays on the same pitch. Both men and women. Soccer plays here as well. Former Atlanta Silverback FC and Atlanta SC player Terry Jules on the team, along with some others. Big T. That's a nice triangle built getting around Carlisle, but in the end, the captain and Suma able to possess. Rainey with a good long ball. Atlanta looking to build. Shot from distance. Why not, says Zemo. 23, 24 yards out. No problem for Tasca, but if you're Atlanta SC, why not? Overlap coming on that right side. You see Robertson, and I believe that is a substitute in there. Did not catch that. I think that's Giovanni Bejarano. Yep, that's Bejarano overlapping on this right side. Long ball across. That'll stay in. Very interesting story growing up for Giovanni. Here's some danger. Jordan Bell comes out and blocked away by Austin Rainey. Well done by the big fella. So it is. Must have been at the half. Bejarano has come in, a defender out of Columbia. Met Coach Steffens 10 years ago. Grew up in a very poor section of town. Drugs and gangs. A gang actually came to his house and threatened him, threatened his life. Bejarano said, "Don't come back here again." Atlanta looking for another substitution momentarily. Some speed again down this left side. Tries to cut it back. And again, that back line, very cohesive. A lot of cohesion. So I mentioned that Bejarano was in. Sergio Campbell, the Jamaican, has come out. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, we're going to see the debut of Francis Eto momentarily. And I believe he's going to take Austin Rainey, who substituted in, out. Brown winning that header over Big Austin. Yates yelling drop into his teammates. They're not going to play chase up top. They're going to defend, give Atlanta those first third of the field or so. There's Yates on it, number 12. The Prince. Take my chances with him 1v1 against anybody. Puts it across! Fired it across! Atlanta will have this throw-in, but that was almost a shot across. O2 on the strong left foot. Here's Frank. Alex surveys. Plays a little 1-2. Tries it again. Once again, make sure you keep it right here post-match, as we will have some reacts from Atlanta SC players. Corner kick upcoming here in minute number 59. And it looks like we will see now Francis Eto coming in for Austin Rainey. Eto out of Raleigh, North Carolina, 22-year-old Togan from Togo. He actually trained with Stumptown Athletic. They didn't have enough room for him, so he came to Atlanta and now made the team. Former South Carolina Upstate player in college and played at Wake FC in USL2 competition. Headed down, headed wide. See if Atlanta can press a little bit here and win some. And there they go. Here comes 0-2 on the left. Cuts it back. 0-2! Oh, he had a seam if he took that before that last dribble. And then he was closed down by Robertson and just didn't get enough on it. Jeffrey 0-2 in fine form. Clever chip from Robertson looking for Brown. Flag goes up. Again, Stumptown just laying back. No reason to push anything. No reason to leave some seams open, gaps. Oh, there's an issue back the other way. Something on that pitch, maybe. You saw Eto, though, using the wheels here, number 23. Wasn't wanted in Stumptown, so you know he's going to have some motivation here today. High and far. A little bit too high and a little bit too far. So Atlanta's used, I believe, all three substitutions now. Remember, Nazim came in along with Austin Rainey. Then Rainey went out, and Eto in. Stumptown has used one, I believe. Bejarano has come in for Campbell. Here's Bejarano on that far side. Berry simply plays it back as the hourglass continues to go in the visitors' favor. Good build-up here. Couple of men in blue on it. Oh, that's a good first touch. Trouble brewing. And in the end, Francisco able to rally back. Nazim. Sadie from distance. Thought he would catch Tasca out a little bit. If you notice, both teams have dark, similar-looking socks. Well, you're right. Not exactly a referee's delight, but that's the situation we're in, as I believe Stumptown Athletic brought the wrong socks. Not the end of the world, but I was talking to the referees earlier and overheard them talking about those 50-50 balls. Makes it a little bit more difficult. But sometimes you play with what you have. And Sharif gets a knock. We saw that earlier in the match, and another yellow card comes out. Ben Amna now in the book. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the Atlanta SC Network on Maicucci. 3-0 Stumptown Athletic in the lead. It was Jalen Brown in the 12th minute. Drew Yates in the 41st. Couple of issues in the back line for Atlanta helped create those for the visitors. And then Michael Binns here in the second half in the 49th. Sharif is up, hobbling a little bit. Frank plays to 2's feet on that powerful left. Oh, and Jeffrey was going to cock and fire, and we'll have a yellow the other way. Jeffrey's eyes were wide open, ready to just strike that from 30. I believe that's Binns. And I believe, well, yep, there's the yellow to Michael. All the goal scorers are getting yellows. Tate's earlier. Binns now. Carlisle and E. Yang on the ball. I believe we're going to see a strike on Tasca. Not a lot of height in the box for Atlanta. Let's see who takes this. Big number 9, Big William. Left-footed shot. Good effort. It's about all Francisco could have done right there. Looks like Drew Yates will check out. Yeoman's work, 67 minutes worth. One of the leaders of this team playing the part in match number 1. Xiao Gomero. There's the crowd yelling red card. We'll see another yellow. Yellow's coming out in full force right now. That's Bejarano. Show, a midfielder, Coker University in South Carolina. And this game's starting to get really chippy, and I believe we'll see another card. And we do. There's Coloco, probably deserved one at some point. Or is that Prince, pardon me? No, that's Prince Sadie. Atlanta holds the line, now backs up on the kick. Now they bring the press. A little wrinkle. Coach Steffens now. Now Atlanta trying to win the ball out of the corner. Oh, well done. Here's Zemo. Gets in the box. Nazim Bartman. Just too many blue jerseys in the end. Carlisle. Eto'o tries to play to feet. Yang, back heel. Very impressive, the back line for Stumptown Athletic. Very organized. If one guy gets beat, there are always other numbers there. A lot of credit to Coach Steffens in a month to have this thing cooking the way it is. What a good ball. What a good run. Donald. And he still somehow is on possession, even with that. Minute number 71 now. Stumptown Athletic a comfortable 3-0 advantage. Robertson to throw it in. Zemo pressing. Good job by Robertson checking his shoulders. Tasca hasn't had to do a ton, but he's been very solid back there. Everything he's handled with a relative ease. Brown. Stumptown looking for a fourth. Flag goes up. That will not be a goal. That ball is out of bounds. Much to the chagrin, it looks like, of Jalen Brown. He's politicking over there, but not happening. Still 3-0. Kyle Johnston put his flag up. And Suma just getting beaten up. Sharif finally getting up again. He's been down a lot. The epitome of a warrior is Sharif Suma. We have seen that over and over and over again here in Atlanta in the last year and change. Sadie with some space. Here comes Prince. Lays it across. And Nazim just out of his range, and he's a little bit banged up. Tasca's banged up as they apparently collided a little bit. It's been a physical opening match. It really has. Lots of yellow cards, lots of fouls. as the trainer gets summoned out. Minute number 75. Appreciate you listening with us here on the Atlanta SC Network. I'm Justin Hanover. You just want to see Atlanta be able to pull one back. Just get on the board here. As Roberto Neves' side will go on the road for the first time in Nisa play next week at Philadelphia Fury. That Fury match, by the way, was canceled last week against Stumptown Athletic, in case you didn't know. Stumptown a home and home with Miami at Miami FC in a week. Lamine Souma has checked in. A striker from Sierra Leone, played in Malta last season, also on a very good team in Sacramento Republic FC. And a scoring update down south, as we'll take a look at this opportunity first, and just put wide. Well played in by Berry. Miami FC, the back-to-back NPSL champions, the last 2 years with a 5-0 advantage over the Fury. So they're unleashing some fury on the Fury. And O2 taken down, nothing called at all. And Binns going the other way, he gets knocked down. And they finally call that on Carlisle. So a couple of results today. And they could be some lopsided ones if everything holds to form in these next few minutes. Miami clearly the most organized team as they played together for a while. Very talented team. You don't go to the Cosmos and beat them in a championship and win back-to-back NPSL titles without a ton of talent. As we're going to see some more substitutions. I believe Lamine Garou will come in, it looks like, for Atlanta. Stumptown Athletic will have one as well, I believe. Yep, Lamine Souma has come in, as I mentioned, for the first goal scorer in Stumptown Athletic history in Jalen Brown. Richardo Israel on the ball. And he does not take it. Binns does. I believe Carlisle, well, let's see, Jeffrey O2's trotting off. "79 very solid minutes from Jeffrey O2. Lamine, the Gambian, normally right back, is coming in. And it looks like he's going to play up the field in midfield. Lamine was here last year with Atlanta. Local product, Charles Drew High School in Riverdale. Flag goes up, a foul on Atlanta in that corner. Lamine got a call from the under-23 Gambian side, not able to go But it shows you the talent level he has. Left-footed shot. Bell, nothing doing. No traffic in front. Jordan able to see that well. How solid back there has Gabriel Silva been? And this could be a fourth. 1v1, lays it across. A little too unselfish. And Francisco knocks it out as he rolls around in pain. Zemo finally does get up. Michael Binns in the far corner as they continue to go forward looking for that fourth. Shao in that corner. Another battle won by the captain. There's the new rule. When it hits the referee, FIFA installed, obviously, this new rule, so it's going to be a restart. And Atlanta getting very lucky because that was not a good ball, and Stumptown Athletic was about to go the other way, but it hit referee Zhelyazkov. Immediately had to stop the play and give it back to Atlanta. So a little bit of a lucky break. Some speed on this left side. Low cross, and Yang was not in position to do much. Suma with a high boot. I believe he'll go to the book. Yep. So we approach minute number 84. 3-0, visitors on top. Very professional performance from Stumptown Athletic. As they send a message, it looks like, if they just see this thing out, Miami FC doing so as well as they lead 5-0 over the Fury. What a good first touch right there. Nick West. Lamine just chasing him all the way back. We'll see another substitution upcoming. Michael Binns will check out in minute number 85. Another one of the goal scorers. It's been Brown, Yates, and Binns. Sounds like a law firm. Brown, Yates, and Binns.
Nick, come to it, Nick. Yes, well done.
6-0 now, Miami on top. Jake Roof has checked in on that last substitution. Played at Western Michigan. Was a Bronco, a second-team All-MAC player. And they're just using all those substitutions. Ben Omna's going to check out. Electric pace from Donald. He's a handful to try and corral, no doubt. Anthony Grant will come on in. Another Jamaican. A U.S. or an under-23 invitee. Nazim plays to feet. Atlanta looks to attack. Oh, that's a clever run! Oh, and look what we have here! The Atlanta Soccer Club is on the board. Nazim Bartman. And within two at 3-1. Good little attack from Atlanta. Clever chip. Bartman makes the run off the ball. And first times it in past Tosca. And the clean sheet is no more. Little pep in the step of the home side as they attack the ball now. Stranger things have happened, right? Lamine turns. A little trip up in the box. Carlisle. And Gomiero de Silva. Lamine with a push. It's a good build-up. Barry, the defender, now moving up. Good touch to himself. Earns a free kick. The leadership in Israel calling instructions here from the back line. All the way in that far corner. We are moments away from entering minute number 90. 3-1. Stumptown Athletic. Prince now on this near side. Carlisle with that hockey number at 88. And Tate Robertson down on the pitch. Once again, a couple of minutes after this match ends, we will get a couple of Atlanta SC players up here. We'll talk to them, their thoughts, maybe the coach, Roberto Neves. So make sure you stick with us. We'll keep the stream going. And we'll get some post-match thoughts about match day 1 for the Atlanta Soccer Club in the National Independent Soccer Association. We are officially in added time as 90 minutes have been played. We've had a bunch of substitutions. I'd say 3 minutes, maybe 4. Nazim goes up top for Eyang. And William down on the pitch. Little fatigue setting in. The big fellas run hard tonight. Atlanta's got a lot of numbers behind the ball. Not sure why. All 11 are behind the ball for Stumptown Athletic. Atlanta literally right now has 7 guys behind the ball. Not even including the keeper. Ball placed right about 30 yards straight on. Alex Frank from distance. Oh boy, that's a handball, I would think. No. You see the communication with Jordan Bell. Does a nice job back there. Neither of the 3 goals his fault at all. Eyang fighting hard, tripping over the ball, still in possession. And finally gets whistled for that foul as Roof gets taken down. Nazim fighting till the end, setting the ball, precious seconds ticking off. Atlanta's got to compete for those balls. Nobody competed for that long ball, and it cost them a free kick opportunity. Anthony Grant going to the turf. Final moments, 3-1 Stumptown Athletic on top. De Silva trying to play quick. You hardly ever see that. The team ahead trying to play quick in the 90th. Shot saved by Bell. The entire back line of 4 for Stumptown Athletic all at midfield. No reason to push anything. They've literally got 4 guys, and there it is. The opener for both of these teams, Stumptown Athletic, very professional performance as they earn the 3-1 victory. And Miami FC with a 7-1 lead against Philadelphia. So a couple of results showing the cream rising here early on. A very good performance from Coach Steffens and his Stumptown Athletic crew. It started off Jalen Brown in the 12th on a little bit of a defensive miscue. Then in the 41st, Drew Yates on another Atlanta issue in the back. And then Michael Binns in the 49th. Atlanta SC pulled one back. Nazim Bartman in the 87th. Too little, too late. Congratulations to Stumptown Athletic. A well-deserved opening victory as they've been waiting a while for this. So 3-1. The visitors take this thing. Atlanta FC. We'll go back to the drawing board and get ready for next week. We'll have some reacts from some Atlanta players, so stay with us. We'll keep the stream going. We'll get hopefully Nazim Bartman, and we'll see who else we get. I'm Justin Hanover. Thanks for tuning in as the live action is complete for the night. Stay with us.
Am I coming here?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to continue.
Back here at Lupo Field, a 3-1 Stumptown Athletic win. We have the captain, the goalkeeper, Jordan Bell. Couple of mistakes in the back. You guys have not trained for a while. That's the stuff that will happen. All in all, you played really well. We saw glimpses. You've got to be somewhat happy.
Yeah, I mean, we can take the positives from the game, but at this level, it's silly mistakes going to cost you. And we were punished by our own downfall. It wasn't. We didn't get beat from the other team. We kind of beat ourselves the first half, but I think we showed resilience second half. We showed a really gritty performance second half, and we pushed and we pushed, and we eventually got that goal, which we probably deserved. We might have deserved another one or two, but on the night, that's what happens in football, and we learn from it. we reflect on it tonight, tomorrow, and then we get back to work.
Stumptown Athletic came in. They seem more organized. They had an extra month to train. And all in all, they deserved the victory, but you see the bright spots as you just mentioned. Do you enjoy Coach Neves? Do you enjoy the direction that you think this team is going?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's on board with the coach. Everybody's on board with the coaching staff, the players. The way we see it is we're a team before any individual, and to be successful, we always have to put the team first. And that's what we do in training every day. Every day we're working hard. We listen to the gaffer, the coach, and we try and apply it on a game day.
And the other captain, Sharif Sumi, he took a lot of knocks tonight. The old grizzled veteran who's on the turf a lot, but he really showed a lot of guts as usual.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, from the starting 11 to the players that came off the bench, everybody ran through a brick wall for each other, and that's all we can ask for. And next week, when we go into the second game, hopefully we can put it right and get that W on the board.
To next week. Well done.
Cheers.
Jordan Bell, one of the captains. We'll try and get somebody else up here, maybe Jeffrey O2, maybe the goal scorer Nazim. So stay with us here as we do see, well, let's see. Let's get Jeffrey up here. Yeah, come on. Well done. Well done, Jordan. A solid 75 or so minutes from Jeffrey O2. You looked very fit. You looked like you played with a passion. You were taken down. You were gonna fire that shot for sure.
I mean, we trying to work harder. I mean, it's a big disgrace for us today, but we promise y'all to come back good, and then make sure we deliver the way you guys want it.
Jordan was talking about, though, a couple of positives. Certainly bitter in defeat, losing 3-1. They were the better side, no doubt about it. Do you look at some positives, though? Do you look at maybe that last goal you pulled back, some saves from Jordan, a couple of nice setup plays, anything that you're happy with, or is it all you use the word disgrace?
I mean, I was happy for. I mean, I wasn't that happy, but I was a little bit happy because, I mean, we fighting harder, but I think we need to understand each other, and then work as a team. We need to work as a team. I think some of us are playing like individual game, but it's about time. We need to come together, got each other back, and work harder as a team. That's all I need.
You feel, though, good times ahead? You feel like this team has the ability to raise its game?
We have good materials to be better, to play more better than this. And I know it's harder because we didn't have much time to practice.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have no excuse because that's why we call professional. We need to be ready anytime, any moment. And I say sorry to the fans. Next time we come back strong and we deliver for you guys.
Jeffrey O2, well done. Quality minutes, appreciate it. Let's try and get, if we can, Nazim Bartman. We'll try and effort him. We'll give it a couple of minutes, and we'll see if we can get the goal scorer here. But that's Jeffrey O2. We saw the captain in goal. So a couple of minutes, hopefully, if Jeffrey can maybe get Nazim over here, who scored the first goal in NISA history for this Atlanta SC franchise in defeat. So stick with us a couple of minutes. We'll see if we can get the goal scorer.
Can I go shoulder? It'll be a lot easier with this. Okay.
So that's a wrap here from Life College. Appreciate you joining us. 3-1 Stumptown Athletic with a quality victory here as they beat Atlanta SC. 3 goals took the wind out of the sails of Atlanta, but Atlanta SC did pull one back from Nazim Bartman. So thanks to everybody here. We appreciate it. Fode Dalla and everybody for making this happen as the first match in our NISA history is done. Congratulations to Stumptown Athletic, and we will see you next time. I'm Justin Hanover. Have a great night, everybody.